Welcome back, beer tubers. Time to take a look at Ballast Point's Indra Kunindra. I've had this bottle a while. I wanted to get it reviewed for you. It's got an interesting history to it, so let's talk about that. First off, what type of beer is this? Well, it's actually a foreign style, or as they're calling it, India style export stout. This is a stout brewed with madras curry, might be butchering that pronunciation, cumin, cayenne, coconut, and kaffir lime. This beer was originally entered into a homebrew contest for a local bottle shop, and the guy that won, Alex Tweet, brewed this up, got to brew it with Ballast Point. That was the initial release for Holiday Wine Cellar, and then Alex eventually got hired on as a brewer at Ballast Point, became in charge of their cask program, and is currently a brewer for Modern Times, a brewery that's yet to open in San Diego. So I poured this one out. The head fizzled away right away. There's some carbonation streaming up. It's pretty much pitch black. I can't really see any light through it. The head that's there, little film, is dark brown. It's got the aroma. Whoa, yeah. It smells like curry, no question about it. You get a lot of that cumin, that that really kind of earthy, sweaty sort of foot smell that people call it. Some of the lines coming through. A little bit of that smoky cayenne is on the nose. There's some sweetness underneath as well. I forget, they put coconut in this? Yeah, there's coconut coming through, the sweet coconut. I mean, it smells like curry in a glass. There's maybe a touch of a roasted note, but not a lot. The spices are pretty strong. Yeah, so let's dig in. It's gonna be interesting. Cheers. Yeah, with age, it's a little better than I remember, to tell you the truth. And this batch might not be as cumin and curry forward as the last one. The homebrew version that got scaled up initially on their system, but it's definitely going to be a very interesting beer for a lot of people. If you don't like curry, you'll probably hate this beer. Even if you like curry, you might hate this beer. But with some age, I tend to like it with a little more age, a lot of that intense character has died down. So up front you get some sweetness, a lot of big sweet chocolate notes, some caramel notes, and then the cumin comes in. It's got that earthy character, that kind of sweaty sock-like note. Then you get some sweetness coming from the coconut as well. And then I'm hit with the cayenne. The cayenne brings some heat. The heat tends to linger around a little bit. It's a little spicier than I remember it, which is kind of interesting. Not quite palate searing spice, but you can feel it in the back of your throat after it goes down and kind of lingers around. It dries out with a little bit of that lime leaf character. Some sweet breadiness in there. There's no coffee roastiness, and I think maybe they wanted to stay away from that. It might have clashed with some of those spices, but there's a hint of a dark chocolate, but mostly it's a semi-sweet, sweeter type of chocolate note that kind of mixes well with, I'm guessing, some caramel malts in there. The cumin's a little dialed back, kind of from what I remember, and the heat's a little more intense. I can't remember if this is an aging process. It's been a while since I had this fresh, but it's a very unique beer. I've not had a beer like this. Interesting to take a foreign style extra stout and add these particular spices. In a lot of ways, it works really well. This is a beer you could eat that works really well with food. I've heard that Colby, the specialty brewer at Ballast Point, just likes to drink this beer while eating just plain rice, because all the spices and intensity that you get in a curry sauce is in the beer, and it would just pair up well with just plain rice even. So it's a good food drinking beer. It's really going to depend on how much you like some heat in your beer, because it does have some of that smoky heat from the cayenne. I'm kind of in the middle with this beer. The first time I tried it, I didn't like it at all. Really couldn't drink a whole lot, and maybe that was just a little because the beer was so young. I tend to like this beer with more age. It gets better with more age. I still have the bottles from the original batch I need to check out to see how they're doing. But I know some people absolutely love this beer, and I know some people absolutely hate this beer, and it's a drain pour. So where you fit in, it's going to be hard to say. It's a really hard one to grade because originality, it's very original. I've never had anything quite like it. How much I personally like it versus how much it would fit into the style, you know, the spice herb kind of genre, kind of mixing all that together. I'm going to go with a B- on this. Not the most drinkable beer, but a lot of originality, like I said. So yeah, hard to recommend this beer to everyone out there because a lot of you will absolutely hate it, and some of you will love it. So check it out if you can find it still. I don't know if they are making this on occasion or if they keep just kind of doing it as a limited one-off, like once a year release. But you know, they made up a new label for it, so I'd expect to see it in the future. So check it out if it gets distribution near you. Until next time, please comment and subscribe. Cheers.